Now, who else went out? Let's take a Mario. Oh, no. Oh my. Let's take a Mario. Oh, what's up, guys? Yeah, this is me, ttv-meowscles World Cup. By Epic Games, shout out to them.
Your chances of winning in grand finals kind of shifts when you see what Flowis just did, and it doesn't matter where you land. You could always stumble across Kid's chocolate launcher.
And this is kind of like talking about the quality of the players we're seeing, right? Like yes, of course, we have mythic items to play around, but for someone like Flowis, it's like if he's gonna walk up and he's gonna take a fight and eliminate you, and that loot is gonna be put in his hands, like, okay, I'm already good. I'm already at a 10. You're just giving me that loot and now making me an 11.
Yeah, and also to think about other...
Yeah, so their servers, it's bad.
Yeah, Snipe. There's also a number of different people who fell in the mid-game.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing and the number one word for all these players right now is momentum, right? Flo is finding that shockwave launch. It gives them a bunch. Janice getting taken out, as Baller just mentioned, and then get ahead of everyone else.
Okay, can you still start?
Oh, man, a lot of momentum here to start the day. Guys, I do want to continue.
I don't want them talking! Just stop already. This is boring.
Game number 2 here of the Fortnite Champion Series in Europe. You see the action continues. Sundown, play, and send back, go away.
That's all?
Thank you so much, Zeke, Shio, and Bala, and I mean, I'm just so excited to see, because I'm a personal fan, or like I'm an advocate for the fact that Game 1 is a nice way to set the tone, but you really get an idea of how the leaderboard and how the lobbies are going to play after Game 2, because particularly with
look at the map, look at, like, there's a lot of people.
He's able to turn over performance from one
really, there's nobody
that's
sweaty, nobody at Holly, nobody at Fordilla. Yeah, so.
And into the third as well. If you're able to bounce back in that third and you really submit yourself at the top, you got a chance.
Oh, there's actually a
person
there.
Really turn online. Benji, somebody who definitely
but
Savage is gonna go down and go.
Oh, Sam Benji! Oh my God, Benji!
Happened in
But Benji fishy.
Looks like Benji is trying to take.
Oh, there's another person there. Is Benji versus
Benji trying to set up one of those ambushes here
on
the side. You can see him trying to pick up Kiriaki as he's going right for those slurp jugs. He is going to find the initial burst shots there off the sniper rifle, and instead tap on him as fast.
Oh, he's one shot. Oh my God, Benji!
Using the tac shotgun.
Benji! Oh my God, Benji
well
has 2
done,
kills.
Benji. We talked about the contestant over there, and he says, "Up."
Yeah, so I'm not lagging. It's thingy. Excuse me! I can put it in there. When it froze, I'm just gonna evo. Okay. Is it me or is other people rolling? Or is me lagging? Yeah, it's me lagging. Yeah, Benji's the gameplay is bad. I think it was nice Epic Games. Yeah, you did the hard thing, right?
Space being pushed down.
Hey!
5 players
Benji! Guys, shout out to guys, Pump and Benji in the chat. Benji!
Yeah, I don't know why 5 players right there. I think
he has a pumpy one. Wait, hold up.
From Holly Hedges.
Did I see a pumpy one?
That path. He said, no, I'm just gonna go try my chance at salty there. It's weird now over to the first. This is he's been dropping here for a while. We know that.
Face mongrel! This shit, this guy just killed. I remember this shit killed me.
His aim,
yeah,
what he can do with it, This thing burst AR is so good. You're from it,
Well,
but
it's actually
he's
a
not gonna
person.
need it now. He's gonna get some tags.
Can you stop throwing tomatoes?
Have to back out. Mongo though, not gonna let him do it. He's got to be careful. He is running out of AR ammo, but he says, you know what? Who needs an AR? I got a shotgun and a crash pad. I'm going into the box. He's gonna miss the
Yes, how many points? 5?
Crash pad there, but the continued pressure that he's keeping up is trying to keep this player from going higher. It's Smudge just trying to get away. He's got a little sliver of HP, but Mongo gonna get in the box and do that Mongo classic and get the elimination.
And it like he had to resolve that fight right away, because even picking that up with the additional match drop, now only has 52 materials. So while he is in the zone,
Hey, he's loading too.
he's going to need to find it. And with so many other players around this,
Wow.
really hard
Victory
to
is
max out quickly
14.
now. Hop on
Don't
board with our match
really
number 1
know.
As you can see,
Victory is
the format
14.
on the right-hand side, each elimination
Ooh,
being
look,
worth
give
a
me that
point.
shit.
You see,
No,
once
no,
you get
no,
into that
no.
top 10, you have 8 placement points going through.
Hey!
All the way up to 14 for first.
We have Fortnite.
11
Ooh,
through 15
sorry.
is 7.
Hey, wait, look at that throw that body. Oh, I hit the boot. I don't throw a tomato at the bed. This is me.
However, as you
ugly.
get further and further on in the tournaments, the stakes and the players become that much more difficult to fight against. And
Oh my
it's really
God,
hard to confidently take an early fight. And we have Rack in the Costa Rican semi
Oh, I hit him!
Rack.
I
Back
hit
foot already.
Yo!
This is that weather station just above
Oh,
Patty. It's
God.
gonna be going
No, I'm
in. The
gonna-
shots are gonna go through. He's gonna get the initial damage, and he's gonna follow up with the
Hey,
AR. The
I'm
crowd scram
pull
is
up.
gonna pay off for him. The elimination comes through,
Yeah.
but now the question posed to Semi is,
I'm watching FCNs. I'm watching Fortnite.
Shockwave launch ran that charge shotgun,
No.
or will he settle for some of the vault loot?
Where's the...
And generally, that's the
Can you
goal.
put it back, please? I want to
Get
wash
whatever
my
you can
put
from
my
the weather
leg.
station, resolve a fight there, and then head down. And
Guys,
hopefully
look at this.
pick up the-
Where's Ninja? We want Ninja.
Just run over
We
to the
want,
other
guys, spam and then we want Ninja. Oh my God, who's this
Steal
guy?
away.
Got beat.
Glider grapple gun.
Got beat. Ow!
Rotate out
Got-
there now. Match number 2. You can see hard find over on the hard find. Look.
What about Mr. Fresh?
Bait.
Mr. Fresh will be here.
A number of times, particularly around that.
Imagine
Players look to have just an immediate drop, but Netflix is set up really well in terms of its close quarters combat. Having that epic SMG as well as the tactical shotgun and a legendary pistol means he has
You mean Tacky Wacky?
high rate of fire weapons that give him plenty of abilities to just stand and press hard fire. He's gonna be looking for an ambush here in a second, but right now both players just farming up.
And it seems like they're respecting each other's areas. Here, I can tell by how he's looted. I know Letwig's going to be in this side because he looted from hard fight perspective, but what's concerning about this is the players that are around. Garrett is there as well. You got 2 other players on the side. Letwig is playing this very well. He's hitting some things, and then he's standing still. That's how the hands should act. They walk around, sometimes they'll hit stuff in their way, and then they'll stand still as you do a moving there. On the other side, we've got Wolfies who's in a fight against the Marauders. Hopefully he's able to get out of those. The Marauders very, very potent. They shoot you, they throw things at you, and they just will try to eliminate you at all costs. And they've got very, very good aim, especially with that hunting rifle there in the inventory of the Deadeye Marauder. Wolfies is pretty low, but he's got Ardent pretty low as well, 150 HP. Now the Marauders are coming in here. The third party, this fight. Sometimes the third party does not always have to be an actual player. It can be the AI. This is really good for Wolfies. He's allowing Marauders to go after this player and go after him for him and get the initial damage. But if he goes in, he's got to be careful. He can't look to go in right away with all these Marauders around. If he doesn't do any damage to him, it's going to be very, very, very hard to build through and walk through. As you see, the builds are going to get broken. This is bad for Wolfies. He needs to get rid of the Marauders. The shots are coming in down to 11 HP. He's only got 2 builds remaining. Watch red place. He can't build anymore. Got a player right there for a little cyber shot. Going to come out, and it does.
Oh! I know the Morales are very
Watto
annoying.
getting picked off there, but the Marauders catching Wolfies out. No builds, no natural cover nearby. Ardent soaking
What?
the aggression. Him opting to go down. Ardent will clean up all of
Can you
that.
call it?
Good heads up plays by Wolfies to pick up the snipe, but the Marauders ultimately enacting their revenge there. And it can be so difficult when you get caught out by them, particularly in the open. The builds that will target those and will try and take them out. You're definitely able to kind of ditch them and give aggro when you're around.
was this
someone more
guy?
natural cover
Flurry,
on that
Flurry.
absolute
Oh, I
basis,
remember this
bridges in the
guy.
start
I don't know how he
but
went.
Vato's not going to be happy about that. He's trying to get a little bit of a third-party tag there, and Wolfie's punishing him right before he goes down and says, hey, if I'm going down, you're coming down with me, and will also deny a key elimination point that could have gone over to Ardit. So ultimately, he's going to be upset.
I just went here and oh my god.
Mr. Savage and now has the loot to show for it. They got coming in clutch with this loot. He's got this player down though with those tags. The big shield's gonna be hot there. Now Noah has to be careful. He wants to go aggressive. His instinct is to push in with that crash pad and get the aggressive play, but that player back up to full HP. He's gotta be careful. Shots go through, get it. Not gonna connect on the shots there. Noah over the top. Shots come through. A 71 tag there for Noah. And now he's going in crash pad in. It doesn't matter though. Crash pad is actually going to send him away. He's got to keep the pressure up to keep this player from popping any shields. And he's got the player back and forth, up and down, up and down. He's got the crash pad. He's going in. Shots are going to come through. There with the top of his head. And another good tag there. Noah's not able to find him. Noah's not able to finish him off. This player continuously layer changing, going up and down in between the builds. And Hydro is just trying to run for their lives.
Hydro trying to put as much distance as possible, and unfortunately going to
I can't. Everybody. There's one person. Oh.
One thing you'll note. Enable them to push into boxes. You've seen it in two different ways, both from the top down, where they throw it against one of those cones because it lets them fall in, and then a perfect example, thank you Ross Orange for showing it right there, winning the fight against Hardflying very closely with 6 HP. That's a horizontal crash pad where you line yourself up on the corner of the wall, you throw it against that corner, and it'll end up landing right behind you and pushes you forward into the box, but it won't affect the other player, so it allows you to line up your shot ahead of time, and most times they'll also put you behind them, so they're not able to play defensively. As Orange trying to play
Guys, if you're wondering why I'm not there, I'm coming. I have to do something. No quads? Are you kidding me? I'm coming right now.
Over the top, shot his. Coming out and above, but trying to pop a big shot. Just looking to try to pop another mini, and he does get it off. And now he's looking for a shot. He needs to put the pressure back on to Carrot. If not, then he's just going to keep running around, and Carrot's finally going to be able to get a shot on him. Carrot decides, you know what? Not worth my time, not worth my materials, not worth my HP. I'm going to disengage.
I'm 50-50 on that. It felt like if Carrot had kind of kept pressing, he might have been able to pick up Letwick, particularly because, look at Letwick, there are only 20 total builds coming out, but that also means if you are able to take him down, you're not going to necessarily get that much back. You only get the 35 total, and it's really not going to be that beneficial unless you're able to rotate cleanly off of it. Both have the crash pads, but now you can see fight going on here between Diablo and NXS, the Andy. Andy on the back foot here, and Diablo trying to push forward. Somebody we've seen had the capability of playing aggressively. He is above that storm surge threshold, so just trying to hunt this player and doing a good job keeping Zandy on the back foot. Does get the cone replaced, owns both, edits back under, and Andy able to replace that stay there. So Diablo is just going to reset for a second, make sure he's still back up near that 100-100 threshold, and then Zandy going to go down. So good job making sure you pick that one up. Zandy was below that Storm Surge threshold. Diablo will see that coming through the Storm Surge, will pick that over. So that's what we talk about right now. You can see on the right-hand side, Diablo is currently 130 damage above. Zandy was below, which means he takes that 25 damage every 10 seconds. And it also signals to Diablo, hey, I can just tag this guy up and then wait, because any damage he does for to that player, as long as they go down within a minute, he will still get credit for that elimination. He will still get the point, then he can go over and safely pick up that loot.
That is another aspect of.
Why it keeps happening? Let me join this party.
They're pumping, they're rolling, they got their mats, they got their ammo, they got their builds, they're in code, and then they're like, wait, I didn't tag anybody this game. I gotta look for tags. Frenzy Fishy on the other side above, you're looking at a good spot. And Sasuke is going to take advantage and find swaps with one AR shot. That is what you needed. We saw Thomas Ace do that in the first game. Just find any sort of elimination that you can, far away or up close. Don't even have to risk yourself getting tagged up for it. Beautiful elimination.
Yeah, but you notice how he's doing that behind a cone and editing a single wall. That's to avoid all of those hunting rifle headshots that we've seen come out time and time again. You don't want to get a game end there. Looking for some of those tags to make sure you're safe. That being said, when we talk about tags and going through, that's generally meaning you're looking for long-range shots, not with the intention of actually trying to eliminate the opponent, but just doing some damage so you're not threatened by the Storm Surge, as Lois and Froggy puts a prime example of why you need a cone in a window and to limit the number of angles you have, because so many of these top-level players will be carrying those weapons, particularly in EU that is known for their snipes and hitting their shots. Well done from the game number 1 winner, who's continuing to roll with the momentum here, boxed up next to Arctic, passive over the side, as we're transitioning now into that mid-game kind of territory, as players are starting to get closer and looking for priority in terms of zone number 4.
What an elimination. He needed it too. He only had 2 hunting rifle shots. That first shot, he needed to hit. He didn't really have a chance to follow up if it didn't. Very heads up play by Flois. First place, taking down second place. That is, hey, that's pretty good for your mentality. Even if he goes down here and be like, hey, I took out my competition, so I know I'm pretty secure there, but we're still pretty early on into the game. We can't really do much.
And it's important to note when they stress Lois eliminating his direct competition right now, the player who is closer to him, who's able to pressure up. That means if he's able to build up a lead now, it's going to be that much more substantial, because effectively he's eliminated one of the players who can threaten him the most. Because now we're on board here with ADN. We saw him have an amazing run yesterday, pushing in. Right there you can see the Dorito edit being taken down, and that's such a good push. Strokey was looking to set up a crash pad there with that edited cone in his box, but ADN dropped in and then occupied the space, stuck to the AR, and then just used the weapon to close it out. Well done getting a key pick there in a mid-circle.
Eddie, desperately.
Can you stop, please? I just want to do a bit stream. Wow.
Well, he's going to have to find another impact elimination along the way. As we're on board, he was guarded. Again, stats are not looking good. Now, there is a player's loot there in front of him that he got the E-flip from. He's not actually prioritizing picking it up right now. It seems like he's just looking to build and then go for the loot. Mr. X is nearby, Benty's nearby as well. Hard to do an awkward spot. We've got Scram in this game here as well. Handy, passive, Slick. A lot of players still alive. Makes the heads up play to get a box, and Fastman's going to come through, but that's bad for him. Let's see the shots come through, and he does. Maestro going to go down the aggressive play, not going to be rewarded. It Ardent, we were rewarded for his passiveness.
Yeah, and you can see the reason why so many players are fighting right now, both that Storm Surge and trying to get priority. We talk about fourth zone. Look in the bottom right-hand corner. Everyone is looking to box up and stake their claim on as much real estate as possible for when that half-out reveals. You don't want to be sharing a spot next to somebody as you go to rotate, and they're looking to clear out the players nearby. As Ardent picks up Lois there, so 1 and 2 are down. That's going to open up whether or not he can kind of extend his lead out there. As Ardent also picks up Lecce. Mongrel getting scout there in a brilliant job because he's now cleared out all the players on this tarp, and that next, that half in, half out, the one before moving, is pulling directly over to this cluster of players. So Tayson, Benji, Helix, Wizit, Mr. X will all be over there, sharing the half in, half out with Arde. They all have priority on everyone else who's rotating into the zone. Not going to get ambushed, and then swap over to what Tayson's doing now, looking to catch the players, burning their rotation, burning launch pads and crash pads.
Come on, Mongrel!
And this is very lucky for Tayson.
Mongrel!
Especially the amount of builds that they were doing. 54. That is not where you
Let's go, Mongrel, let's go!
Find an elimination.
Let's go, Mongrel! Let's go! Let's go, Mongrel, let's go! I imagine he just come from nowhere.
He's not going to be able to beat people out of here just yet. We do see Debbie unfortunately falling, but he did get that top 50 place threshold.
Let's go, Mongrel, let's go! Let's go, Mongrel! Oh my gosh, so scary. Let's go, Mongrel, let's go! Let's go, Mongrel, let's go! Let's go, Mongrel, let's go! Benji, you suck, oh my! How many people left?
So there's going to be Pop, and it's going to come through, no crash pad in, Pop's going to go.
Oh!
Going to go down, Tayson going to take him down!
Oh my god! I don't even understand anything!
Heard him trying to set up and get some space, knew he was pressured around the
Let's go, Mongrel, let's go! Let's go, Mongrel, let's go! Let's go, Mongrel, let's go! Why they will knock you down? Let's go!
Before the last game, going on the high ground right now, has priority positions with Enoch and Mongrel.
Let's go, Mongrel, let's go! Let's go, Mongrel, let's go! Let's go, Mongrel, let's go! Let's go, Mongrel! Ow. Hey, Facebook. Not Facebook. Let's go, Mongrel. Let's go. Let's go, Mongrel. Let's go. Let's go.
On this next zone. What that means is he's the closest to where the safe zone has to go past.
Let's go, Mongrel. Let's go.
They have to go
Let's
past
go,
10.
Mongrel.
You do not get to past 10, and you notice he's built
Let's
so
go,
much space
Mongrel. Let's
around
go.
him, so he can't
Let's
be
go,
shot at in
Mongrel. Let's
return.
go.
All of these
Let's
shots
go,
are
Mongrel.
completely
Let's
safe,
go.
so anything
Let's
he's
go,
able
Mongrel.
to
Let's
turn
go.
on will turn into points for him here. As another placement point does take over now. He's not shooting through that wall. That is just one of the graphical issues with the replay. He's
Let's go, Mongrel. Let's go.
setting up a crash pad, going to use it to go on the rotation late. They picked up a key elimination onto Wizit there as we have.
Let's go, Mongrel. Let's go. Let's go, Mongrel. Let's go. Where's that renegade?
Everywhere he could win this game.
Let's go, Mongrel. Let's go. Let's go, Mongrel. Let's go. Who is Mongrel? I say. Oh my god, you scored meow.
Again, we do see staffing going down and rotation. XPs went down as well for a lot of the big names.
Let's go, Mongrel. Let's go. Let's go, Mongrel. Let's go. Mongrel, you're the best. Let's go. You can do this. Let's go. Let's go, Mongrel. Let's go. Fortnite Battle Royale. Let's go, Mongrel. Let's go. Come on, you can do it. Let's go.
In this cluster, it's really weird to take the grapple gun and then immediately go into the middle because you don't really have the ability to utilize it. And that's what we're looking for, getting towards the outside of the zone so he has more options there. Anos.
Let's go, Mongrel. Let's go. Let's go, Mongrel. Let's go. Where's Benji?
Another point
I
going to
know
Anos,
Benji.
running through the high ground. He's still in the match.
Ah, who's this guy? Is it Face Scale? Face Scale, you're a bot.
Another point going through, and right as I say his name, Reason ends up going down.
Come on, Mongrel. No, who's this guy? Queens? I don't even know anybody because it's so blurred.
The Deceptos trying to find the space, finding
Is it my,
carping his way through and making sure
This is my sentence.
on top 15. The rotation, finds a tag, but not able to necessarily convert it. So many shots, but no elimination coming through, and he has to find that. That's such a key pickup into the top 15.
Let's go, Mongrel. Let's go.
That snipe going down, but Hen is still up, picking up Orion as we get into our top 10.
Deceptos is going to have to make a play as it's going up a little bit of an incline. You see it. Old builds are there as well. Hen is going to fall. Slick going to fall. As well.
Let's go, Mongrel. Let's go. No.
He is going to go down. Deceptos needs to get out of zone, though. He is
Mongrel, you can do this. Meow.
He's kicking down very, very low. Now inside his zone, he's good to go, but this is looking really, really rough. He doesn't have floppers. Mr. X is going to go down.
Come on! Mongrel!
Look at it.
You can do this!
Whopping all the way up top. He's just
Come on, Mongrel!
I don't know how many builds.
Dad, come here! Dad, come here, come here, come here. Come here!
Going over old builds.
In the old build,
Come on, Mongrel!
that moving zone we talked about it is
Come on!
pulls the distance backwards,
Mongrel!
which means you can
Mongrel!
rotation. And
Mongrel!
in the old build,
Mongrel!
Grace has been mythic
Mongrel!
as well.
Oh, this guy has a
As we
myth.
move into the top five,
Fake meow. Fake, get out of here.
complete control over this lobby. You can see Tayson as well in the middle.
Where's Mongrel? Where's Mongrel? He died?
Who will finish it off? Will Anos continue the run of the catty corner loot, proving it out, or can somebody from the low ground shut him down as Tayson
Oh!
Ram guard? So
No!
each placement here an additional point as Tayson ends Snazy right there. But the shockwave launcher comes out right away and knocks him over the zone. And Anos does get tagged, but he's able to pop the flop in the zone and then gets the follow-up tag with 6 HP. High ground for
I like this guy better.
Victory Royale, taking game number 2.
How many games is this?
He needed the pop, and he did do just
How many
that.
games, guys?
Gonna be nice. I think maybe able to move into first place after that game, just on the number of points.
Guys, how many games? How many games? Is the Fortnite is live streaming? Let me check. Hold up, guys. If Fortnite is...
Let's break that one down.
I'm gonna check it
right
Fortnite
over
live
them
streaming.
here in a moment.
Yeah, Fortnite is live
Thank you
streaming.
guys so much. Great pass here in game number 2 of Europe.
Well done.
Anos finding the victory royale there. Mad props to him. Now here's the thing though, Tayson, another big name we're used to seeing. We keep talking about the quality of players. This is someone who is coming in strong.
Shron? Is it coronavirus?
That number 1 spot.
Okay, so Anas is actually first
That is the
place.
same story here right now. BL and Nos all the way up top, Victory Royale, 7 elims, 28 points. But what happened that game was a bunch of eliminations from top players, changing the standings from second all the way to 10th.
And there's BL Hen in second there. Somebody definitely to keep an eye on because he placed 4th in the first game, not necessarily the big.
4th in the first game. Nice.
The king of placing 5th place, the French legend who came out there in the Invitational, starting to rise up. But then Tayson, Zeke, you mentioned him, getting that 2nd place will boost him way up, but he could have done more. Reason still stays around the 9th place mark, but still improves at least in this game.
So who is first place? Oh, BNS.
Ram guard.
So where's
Every single person is
Mongrel is
good walking away
15th.
victor, and especially where
Wow, Mongrel sucks.
4 games.
It's not 30
Not
yet.
making these power.
Stop pausing every shitting time.
Mentioning them tight, it's like a 2-point difference between everyone. They are neck and neck. Come Legend Slicks is here too. Twains are deep. Like all these guys are playing so well, but they're playing well while others are too. And no one can really break away. Benji, who was used to staying in the top 10 at 24th, and from what I'm seeing, he's having good games still. It's not enough though for that number 1 spot.
It's kind of another kind of slow start for Benji, which I think some people are maybe starting to get a little used to. He always rises at the top, but that might be a sign that it's back to, you know, the old Benji of Grand Finals, the one who does get good performances and is in the top 10.
The other guys, we got to talk about it. More of these powerful plays coming out of these impact players, making what they need to happen, really manifesting this win right here, right now.
So
Yeah,
Fortnite is live streaming.
It's all about power, and it comes in many different forms. We're starting off with how power struggles on early games of spawn fights, and Noah Riley, Mr. Savage, they had a big battle down.
Oh, is the next battle? Oh, no, it's replay.
And it's all because Benji scares Noah.
Can you stop making me lag? God.
end up struggling because of it. Benji, though, saw a sign of weakness, and because of that, he will pounce, try to grab more space. Kiriachi looking in the background, and Benji knows, and he will hunt. This is one of the best players at fighting in the early and mid game, and Benji is not scared whatsoever.
Got power vacuum basically here over at Slurpy Swamp, and Benji gets in the box with style, breaks through. It's a big shot and shows his power afterwards as well.
And that show of power, that show of confidence.
I got bored. I'm gonna go. Go lag.
Caddy corner and the mythic loot as well. The shockwave launcher hits charged shotgun too, and he just made power become his tool in this end game. He became legend incarnate, literally just personifying the organization he's on and using this entire end game as a playground. Bouncing people up, shooting them down afterwards. Look at that two-piece right there. Anas looks so dynamic, and yes, we saw Flowis with the hunting rifle. We saw him with the charge shotgun last time, but for me, it was Anas's gameplay, his creativity that really separated him from the pack and showed us his use of power.
And Anas, that's kind of what we were talking about in Caddy Corner last time. We saw Thomas there for a brief moment, but this time it goes down. Kit spawns down at the gas station, and that's where Anas is lurking. He had a good game last time in 10th place, but if you want to become a legend at the end of the day, if you want to solidify yourselves among the great, immortalize yourself, you need to have games like that. And Anas and Hen, both at the top of the leaderboards, org mates, and they're standing strong.
Both of these guys are definitely looking to break away. I mean, Anas is ahead of the game, 28 points with Shy. Is that going to hold?
Didn't hold in game number 1 with Flowis. I feel like when Anas gets that top slot, he holds it completely, especially at Caddy, to my call.
And so that being said, guys, let's throw it into game number 3 here in EU of the FNCS Grand Finals. Casters, we're sending it back your way to get the action.
Thank you so much, Zeke, Shayo, and Bala. Insightful as always. Everyone is looking to become a legend.
Okay, I'm gonna be like